how did you decide the order for your set?
Well, that one for the order of my set, it's weird because when I was running it at the creek and I thought about it, I split it up into two 25-minute chunks or two 20 to 25-minute chunks. Because it's easier for me to memorize. I have a really hard time memorizing stuff. I don't, it's like a mental block for me. So I find it yucky. I don't like doing it. So I don't attempt. And the only way that I can do it is if I keep doing things over and over again where it becomes a muscle memory. But the idea of actively memorizing something is so awful. So I broke it down into two 20, 25-minute chunks. And then I could remember it that way. So I could flip them around, and I would do that as I was running sets in the city, which would help me memorize, knowing that I didn't have to have them in that exact order, but if I knew it, then it would make me feel comfortable on stage. So was starting off with my second half as my first half, and then I realized I felt like it had a lot more weirder and dirtier, like vulgar stuff maybe, or sex stuff. And I always think, and just as watching stand up throughout the times, everybody usually puts their dirtier or weirder stuff towards the end because you want the audience, especially for an album and if somebody doesn't know you that well, I think it's good to have them trust you and kind of know what your voice is before you start doing stuff like that, so they know that you're not serious and that you're only making fun of everything. And you don't, like, for me, I wanted you to not really know what my strong opinion is, like irreverent. So I think that's why I put the cleaner stuff up front, and then I went with the dirtier stuff and the weirder stuff towards the end.
Yeah, it's almost like you get them on your side and then they'll go wherever you want to go. But if you opened with your closer, that would set a completely different
Yes.
expectation
Some
for the
people might
set.
turn it off. Yeah. And then also from there, it's like hard to follow your observational bits when you've like talked about your genitals or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I'll notice that when I have to follow certain comics on stage, if they're particularly vulgar, which is fine because I'm vulgar too, but like to follow that in a different energy, and then you're going up there talking about your printer or avocados, then the crowd is like, what? Like it takes a
Yeah.
while to reset. And so it just makes it very difficult. So I'm like, why would I set myself up for failure in my own set? So I decided with that to start with the cleaner stuff up front and the more relatable, broader topics.
And did you have like a set list? And are your set lists like pen to paper? Are you in your phone? Are they keywords? Are they phrases? How do you do that?
My set list, so I have like two notebooks. I have a notebook that I just kind of free write in. And then I have my set list that I actually use probably more often than my actual joke book. And it's just my sets that I'm working with. And I usually flip back. Sometimes I forget a joke. I accidentally drop one as time goes by. And then I get to flip through my set list and be like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I should bring that back here, or that goes better with this bit now. So yeah, I write the same, even when I know I already have my set list memorized. I write it because it's like a nervous tick before a show. It makes me feel better to at least feel like I'm in that mindset to like go up on stage if I write my set list.
Yeah, I do every show. I'm making a set list. Like even if I know the jokes, it just keeps me in that mode of like I'm not here just killing time. I'm here working on something.
Yeah, you got to go up with a little bit of a plan or something to fall back on. I mean, you can go up on the stage and like, start doing crowd work. But like once they start getting settled, you can go, as long as you know what you're doing. It kind of makes me feel comfortable.
Yeah, and this is Stefan saying he loves the new album, and your bit about people crying in public is hilarious.
Oh yeah. That's a New York thing.
Oh, there's so many good ones. Hot breath.